Welcome back, my feathered friends. It is the Nerdy Quail, and we are once again continuing our quest in Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon. Without further ado, we are going to get started. Now, where we last left off, we've been just clearing out most of the quests that we have, the side quests and the miscellaneous ones. Most of our miscellaneous ones are, we come across things, we deliver them, and so on and so forth. However, I'm still trying to do the Drowner Armor quest as well, and so on and so forth. Main one we are going to be working on is this one. The Gobon mentioned some abandoned dungeons beneath one of the watchtowers. I'll need permission to enter. In addition, there is a main quest that we were doing as well. Also just kind of looking at my encumbrance. Main quest is to deliver an axe to him, but I don't want to engage in that quite yet.
Captain Hagen. Well, he was a man driven by pride and a certain disregard for caution. He sent men to explore those old tunnels beneath the keep. Somehow, he got it into his head that there was something valuable down in those tunnels. Treasures, relics, who knows what else. But the truth is, we know what was there. In the Age of Legends, it was just a hospital. There was some kind of outbreak or plague, and the place was sealed off. Nothing left to find, or so the records say.
Is it only right to bury
Yes.
the keepers?
It weighs on me more than I'd care to admit. If I could, I'd see them laid to rest. But no captains ever bothered. It seems they thought it was a fool's errand. Maybe not worth the risk.
I could go down there.
If you're mad enough to try, then by all means, go ahead. Just don't expect any keeper to follow you. I really don't have men to spare. But maybe it's time to make it right. So, thank you, I suppose.
Alright, we are now tracking it. We have the key, and we're gonna go down. I think it's actually on outside on the other side. Can I go through here? Yes, I can. Windy out here. Well, unlock and let's enter the crypt. Okay, let's see if we got anything useful around here. Yeah, like drowner tongues would be nice. Oh, yeah. Alright. Alright, essentially, all I'm expecting is a lot of undead down here. We got an alchemy station here, so we will make a few healing potions. Okay, we're at 30. That's nice. nice. Get a nice good fat stack of healing potions as well. Variety of quality though. Alright, that sounds like undead. We don't need whatever they're carrying. Blood clots though, and monster blood we'll take. Alright, let us clear out level 1. It looks like it goes down. Alright, that's done. Almost can take those out in one hit. Alright, let's check this other side. Whoops, soup spoon. I was able to snag the tag, thankfully, before he fell down. But probably gonna have to go find his body down there. Apparently 5 of them. Sorry if it's pretty dark, I'm not using any light sources in the game. Okay. Oh, that guy just spawned right there while I did that. Well, let's have some funsies, because we don't really use these too much. Why, hello. Next. This level. Here we go. 2 out of 5 tags. I have no idea if the flame resin is even worth using at this point. I can never get it to actually work all the way. Hell, let's put on another one just for fun. Fool's Rush, we have 8 of these, so might as well just stick on some extra cold damage. We do have someone over here. Oh, yes. Come on. Get it here. Look up. Alright, is that? Whoops. Grabbed an extra fishing rod. I'm like, I hear music. Well, he's gone. Get down there somehow. Next floor. Beard slime. Ow. hurt. Also overloaded. Just pick all that up. You. Alright, let's see here. We do not need you. We do not need you. And we don't really need you. And okay, I thought I picked up one of the keeper armors, but I did not. Did I go around this way? Not sure yet. No, I didn't. And he's gone. Then, ooh, locked treasure chest. Decent potions. Like, why is that the only thing that has like working light? No idea. Alright, let us go down one more. Oh, hell, I did not see you, and you guys probably can't see anything either. Okay. What we'll do for now is that should help both of us out, or all of us, not both of us. And then we can see there is an enemy up there though. That does absolutely nothing, so let's, sorry, I'm gonna have to switch. Oh, I completely changed it out for that. Switch back. Alright, hold on. Those are really annoying to deal with. Okay, we stepped back. We're gonna go to equipment, quick slot that. We got 15 of these. Okay. Completely fine with doing that. Take that. Okay, I know there's one more of those somewhere. Really wish I had a light spell, so I don't have to. Oh, I hope it's not in here somewhere. Under the water. No. Fine. Sorry. Didn't mean to tab out of that. Let's get back to you. Alright. Where did the other guy go? I like how that works. Okay. Don't see him down there. It's not him. Ah, there we go. Lost Keeper. Now we must clear out the dungeon of any monsters we find. Thought we've already done that. Okay, let's do a quick go through of all the sides. Nope, we haven't gone through here. Alright, now it's just bugging out on me and replacing everything with the torch. Come on, I can't do anything. There we go. Feel like I can't actually do anything against them. Alright, giant frog thing. Go on my favorite thing. Weird me, Croakmaw skin, Croakmaw horn. And that counts as being cleared. Yay! Another rain protection. What's in here? Come all the way. No, a little bit up. There we go. There we go. Ooh, that's some good stuff. But now we can't move. Alright, what is the new things we collected? Spine Breaker, which we can use, and it does slightly more damage than we have now. Takes a little more stamina points to use. Ignores enemy blocks. I kind of like that. That's fun. The other thing we picked up is the Ancient Knight's Breastplate. However, it's a Roman Legionnaire. It is something we can't use, and it has less armor than what we're using now, technically. Alright, we need to get rid of 10 pounds worth of stuff. Which is literally what we just picked up, unfortunately. But I want to keep it. I could just trudge all the way up. I really don't need the Dented Knight's helmet. We could make a new one at some point. I do like it. It is cool, but we're gonna get rid of that. We could get rid of that. Yes, we already... Oh, no, so we need to pick that up. Dented Knight's helmet. We need to pick that one up because I think we still need it for the quest. Okay, let's see here. We need to get rid of 7. Increase max health by 5%, or just by 30. Or I have a lot of rings. Those don't weigh like anything though. Let's see. Thing in here. Alright, we're not theoretically, we're not too far from where we need to be, so we are going to attempt trudging it. Mostly because I like all the unique stuff I got. Now, for the Ancient Knight's breastplate, that we just picked up. Theoretically, because I could improve it, that might make it on par with the armor I'm using now. And I'm sorry if you can't see anything. I can barely see anything either right now, too. But it's just a little annoying to me to use the torch. So, here we go. I forgot there's no auto walk. That would be nice. But hey, we cleared this out. Quest is done. That means more XP for us. And all that good jazz. Hopefully we're on the right side. And then we'll trudge our way to the stash and drop off everything we don't need. Now, I do like the weapon we just picked up. That can be useful. I am thinking, actually, we might go use it really quick for a certain mini-boss that's hanging out in the fields. Yes. Let's try that, because he just uses his shield and just soaks everything you give him. But if I use that weapon that can ignore blocking, we have to give this a go. I'm getting a lot of texture popping in this area, though. That's kind of odd. Like right there. It just popped. Alright. Back out. And this is where I really, 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 really wish there was like a feather spell in this, akin to Elder Scrolls games. I live using those all the time. Alright, I know we have to trudge a little bit further, but we are, at least we're not like in the middle of nowhere and I'm like, no, I want to keep everything, and we're going to trudge all the way back from across the map. Because I like hoarding all my special unique things. Yeah, I'm getting just a lot of popping in of textures. I know it kind of updated recently, but yeah, that just popped in too. Really weird. Kind of bothering me a little bit. Normally things like that don't bother me. Hold on. Did something get changed? Oh, distances are... No, those are all set to high. On distance 100%. No idea. I don't know, maybe it's just something I'm noticing this playthrough and it wasn't really in the other playthroughs I've been playing. There's also a couple of question marks up there. It's popping up on the map. They're not popping up on the map. Huh. Alright, put. We are... Tide Pierce is also pretty cool, but we're gonna put that in. And we're gonna put it in the Ancient Knight's Breastplate. Thing is like I kind of want to use the parrying gloves. But the armor's so much better on these. I can actually switch to those. Take armor. Okay. Yep. Alright. Our options. Weighs 4. Weighs 3.2. That does 4 weighs 1.5. Yeah, and we'll sell the other 2. Which put us back over, but we're gonna sell some stuff. Yeah, I guess that. Wow. Okay. I put back some armor, but yeah. All right. Well, we'll sell those gloves. We'll use the wrappings that are faster bow draws, even though I don't really use the bow too much. But we'll see. We'll head over here. We'll sell. We'll try to make a few things. Use up some of our crafting reagents. And then we're gonna... I really wish there was an easy way to tell time. We have some time to attempt to do that duel.
It's nice to have a break.
I'm just hoping he doesn't close before I get to him. Alright, boy. I need to sell some stuff to you. Sell. Okay, armor. We'll sell you. We'll sell you. And that does free up quite a bit of stuff. Room. Not a lot, but at least enough for us to start moving. Okay, handicrafting. So yes, as I was saying, we could make the knight's helmet again, but right now our handicrafting is absolutely 100% terrible. We do have enough to make that, though. I'm thinking, let's try it. Cool. Drowner's armor. Made armor based on your notes,
You've done it again. Oh, there's real
Victory.
craftsmanship in this one. Keep this up, and folks will be coming to you instead of me. Oh, I've got something else for you, friend. This.
Okay, well, that's the next one. The Revenant's armor, which I think I already knew how to make. Revenant, yes. Which is neat. But it has nowhere near the armor capacity of what I'm currently rocking. Okay, that helps. Alright, can we get it to 25 before we continue? Everything I can make is just considered weak. No bueno. Alright, that got us an increase in the handicrafting. And we are going to sell everything we just almost made. But we are going to sell these as well, because, yeah, we don't need them whatsoever. Okay, that increased one level of that. The handicrafting in this is very slow going, because, to me at least. We are going to need more skulls, so we're going to need to go take on some skeletons to actually do this. Let's see. Attach some relics to this armor. I do like the armor. I like the set. I think the set's pretty neat. Let's go. We're gonna try to take on that guy that's over here. But we're gonna use the new hammer that we got. And of course, before we try this out, we're gonna save.
It's you. I'm more.
One shot. Okay, let's try that again. I forgot. He is very, very, very difficult. Well, I didn't forget, but I thought I could at least withstand the one shot. Alrighty, let's reset up. And actually, let me save after setting up so I don't have to go through this again.
Still, I'm more.
Alright. Not sure if it's actually helping or not. I like to think it's helping. The cold, though, is not. Let's get that going. Alright, first things, or next thing's next. That helped. Okay, let's see. No, you don't. Only I can do that. Probably saw that one coming. Actually, I got an idea. The idea didn't work too well. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That was close. Hey Zelda, how are you doing? Stream's going well. Trying to get a mini boss going, but a little tough. I think we can do it.
I'm more.
I'm doing well. I'm enjoying the game so far. It's got a good level of difficulty. Oof. Ay, ay, ay. That two-shot right there. Alright, we're gonna try getting another level, I think, before we face him again. Set back to equipment. Switch back to that. Alright, yes, I finished that blacksmithing quest. We're gonna need another skull, so let's head to the cemetery in this direction. Oh, hello. Take that cabbage, please. Try the good old yeeting technique.
Stay focused.
Doesn't work too well on the actual baddies, huh? Alright, I'll take that. Ooh, what's that? Check out what those are later. I have a lot of those. Roots. Oh. Back to our scheduled program of trying to make it to the cemetery, but also not wanting to get ambushed from behind by one of these. Okie dokie, here we are at the cemetery. And what's the best way to fight skeletons? With skeletons. Well, that's the skull we need, but get some more that can improve our chances of crafting a better and we'll do it to the skeleton. Now, there was also another openable crypt right here that we could just go in for funsies. Missed. Boom, boom, boom. Cool, alright. Now, let's see, that was the Forgotten Cemetery, Bandits Camp, Ancient Crypt. I have no idea what, off the top of my head, which one's the one that was the quest one, which one's the one that you can just explore. This is the quest one. Alright, let's head back. Now, this is one of the first games that I haven't seen the old trademark of funny names and the developers' names on all the graveyards or tombstones. Small crypt. Alright, let's just go in here. See if there's anything in here. Actions are too fast for facing those. Like that collapsed. Head back out. This lock seems to be broken. Okay, what if we go this way? I'm gonna save before we jump down there. How long have I played this game? Oh, I was playing it in early access, so they changed a lot of it, so probably close to 30 hours. A lot of it's changed since the older version, which is nice. Looks like a pressure plate, but it's not. It's very much story focused. I'm just exploring around right now.
Who's come to visit me here? Surely you're not here to steal my treasures, are you?
And who are you?
Oh, they call me all sorts of things. Evil spirit, lurking fiend, imp fae, nasty little thieving pest. But really, my name is Mark.
Are you really a spirit, a fiend, and all that?
We're definitely not fae. That's something else entirely. I'm what people wanted to believe in. The one who snatched their last coin for a beer, swearing they had it just a moment ago.
Do I play any
The
other
reason
games
they can't
too?
find their
Yeah,
left sock in the morning.
I don't really
Cause of a
stream
missing
whole
wedding ring, so on.
lot, but I've been just playing this a lot lately. Do they really call you a nasty little thieving
It
pest?
happens. I suspect it's because I really like to snatch people's little trinkets. But between you and me, if they paid more attention, it wouldn't be so easy to steal their things. Oh, you offend me in my own home. Sure, it's junk to you now, but when you have to head out into the cold and can't find one glove, well, suddenly it becomes
What
very
weapon am I using
important.
now?
And that glove,
Don't remember the
I've had
exact
it for ages.
name of it, but it's a unique claymore. Like the Eclipse Shard or something.
I'm just helping people appreciate the little things, because those are the only things that truly matter in life, right? At least that's what some bores say. Nah, it's just hilarious, watching you all lose your minds over a missing key or a sock. And I've been doing this for centuries. It's second nature by now. Strange. I thought people liked being buried with their little trinkets and shiny bits. And since I'll be dying soon, a crypt seems perfect. That's right. I used to play tricks on people back in the homelands. Back then, they respected me. But ever since we came to Avalon, it's just been getting worse. They're forgetting. Sometimes someone still tosses salt over their left shoulder for me, or maybe leaves a little bowl of milk with honey outside, but those folks are rare now. And when they all forget me, that's the end. No, it's just the natural order of things. I've lived long enough anyway. But since I'm kicking the bucket soon, I could pass on some of my power to you. What you say? Well, before I give you some of my power, I just want something from you. Something stolen. Nothing big or expensive, just a little trinket.
I keep adjusting the brightness, but it doesn't transition well to Twitch for some reason. So yeah, it's a little bit on the dark side.
Great. Now you can either keep your word and commit the terrible sin. And if you ever feel like a bit of thievery, I'll be waiting right here.
Alrighty. Another little quest. Open that. There's a lovely entrance. Okay, got that ring. Alright, let's head back out. It is going to be dark soon in the game, which means that the weirdness will come out. I thought it was going to be dark by the time I got out, but it's almost that time. Alrighty. I just want to continue going that way. Let's see, I still need to explore over here. If it's possible, I'm not sure if it is. We do have that. I think I got almost this whole entire map. Alright, who's my favorite character so far? Well, my own, of course. But, yeah, don't know too much about the game yet. Your character is possessed by King Arthur. So, I do like the King Arthur character as well. Let's see. Yeah, let's head back to the keep, see if we can get that blacksmithing quest line done. What time do I play the most? Roughly around now. AK around between 9 and 11 Pacific time. Let's collect these bounties.
Please. Oh, I see. Go chop.
Okay, and let us try to snag the blacksmith before he goes. Alright. Let's see. Let's throw in a bunch of those. Craft. I was still weak. But we got it made. Let's make this one. Transfer banner. Okay, try that. Cool. That actually is a +1. But we'll just turn it in, get the quest done, and then we'll drop that off in our stash because it weighs a lot. Do I work besides streaming? Yes, I do. That's why I play late. Made the armor based on your notes.
I might retire early and let you take over the forge. Joking aside, looks like you've handled everything I had for you. Say what you want about the dull
Alright, we've finished that whole quest line. We're gonna start off or continue by hitting up our stash because we're moving pretty slow. Drop off the armor that we made. Grab that mushroom. Would I recommend this game to new players? Yeah. It's fun. It's easy to pick up. It can be a little difficult at times, but just takes a little bit of time to get used to it. Ooh, sage. Almost there. We'll drop off the new armor that we just made. Interact. Put armor. Bam. And bam. Alright, how much space we have? We only have 5 pounds left. Let's head back here and see if we can sell anything.
Hope nothing bad happens today.
Alright, sell. Let's see here. Did I pick up any other new weapons? No, but I could drop that off probably. Keep that. I could sell that. Weapon relic, that inflicts poison, which might be not a bad idea. I have a lot of random stuff. Let's sell those. I don't use those. Keeping the pocket sand for the LOLs. Ooh. We'll keep that in mind. I have way too many crafting components. At least they don't really weigh too much. Alright, and we'll sell this gold chalice, the gold plate, the gold torque, and that gives us a little extra, and the amethyst. Deal with. We'll head back here, drop off the warhammer. That way. Get a little extra space. 169 out of 180, which is just fine for me. Okay, let's... What do we want to do? Alright, let's see here. Quests. Let's see here. Oh, we need to report back. That's what we need to do. Should have did that while we were up here. I think the quest marker would have been a big giant hint.
You actually did it? Cleared out those tunnels on your own? Every captain before me thought it was a fool's errand, not worth the risk. And how are those tunnels? Salvageable?
They are in rough shape, but at least the monsters
Aye,
are gone.
that it does. Camelot won't be eager to finance the repairs, but knowing the threat's been dealt with is a victory in itself. Perhaps someday we'll see them restored. Until then, we can at least rest easier. So the keep owes you for this. Here's your reward. And what about Goban's friends? Did you find any trace of them? Give those to Goban, if you haven't yet. He's restless, but maybe seeing those again will help settle him. Might even help him get his act together.
Alright, let's do that. Where am I from? I'm not gonna say where I'm from. Rest up here, and then we'll hit up Gabon, drop off those tags.
I like it when things are quiet.
Let's get this copper while we're here. Gabon. Bid down in those tunnels and I brought back the tags of your companions.
You went down there and came back with it. Damn. Didn't think anyone would ever bring those back up. Lads must be resting a bit easier now. Or so I'd like to think. They deserve better than to be left in that pit. You did right by them, stranger. Oh, so... Why the hell? You can't celebrate with sea... Did I? Ah, I don't remember. And if I don't remember, it doesn't, but... maybe I did say that. I started cozying up to a ball the day I came back alone from those damn tunnels. I guess it's time I made good on my word. I think I owe you. More than I got words for. The guts to go down there.
Alright, finished that. We leveled it up. What now, what now, what now? Let's see. We do have a level up to do. And let's get back up to the main keep first, and then we're gonna double check what quests we have. And go from there. Pick up all that sage so we can make some health potions. Ooh, wood. Let's get this wood. Alrighty. Alright, let's see here. quests. Alright, we've got the Shadow of the Horns quest, which is kind of what we have with delivering the axe to the quartermaster. We could do that. Blaze in the Shadows. That's an Act 2 side quest. I think we could probably continue with those. But let's get this level up done by making a bonfire out of the castle. Alright, level up. Attributes. Alright, we could probably dump another one in endurance, which would be nice because that also increases our encumbrance limit. I also want to increase our spirituality because I really like that cheese spell. It makes me laugh. But practicality and perception they're all important. I'm going to do an endurance one, mostly because I want that encumbrance limit increased. And it also can help with a couple of the other items that we have. Equipment. Alright, let's look at that two-handed tree. Let's see here. Depletes 5 dependent on the target's stamina. Decreases stamina cost for 4%. Heavy attacks by 5. Let's go to endurance, go to health. Increases your damage up by 10 points. Those are all good. I never increase. Let's that. Dexterity. Okay, parrying. That is one of my major things that I do. Okay, your parrying window increases. When you parry, you got a 3% chance to stun. Critical chance increases. We are going to do that, because I think that will help us with boss fights. And we'll go to cooking. Recipe. Venison stew. Make. And make. Simple meal. Seawall's delight. Poultry stew. Alright. That should eliminate a lot of what we're carrying. 171 out of 190. Alright. So we've increased our health, our stamina regen. Also added some relics to the armor that we're wearing. Let's just give this guy a whirl, like once again. And this time we are going to try using Leader Rogue, because that actually doesn't require build-up, I think. Alright, let's try this again. Yeah, because that starts making him bleed. Whoa, didn't want to get too close to that. Okay, that Warhammer was doing a lot extra. Alright, stamina. Back. Alright, let's get that automatic healing going with some food. Back to the health potions. He just hits like a truck. What kind of class or build am I going for? Just two-hander. A little bit more on the dexterous side because I like to do parry riposte. he's got a really big shield that makes it difficult. It's not doing anything. Okay. Let's see. Let's try. We had... Where was it? Should be under consumables. That's food. Other. Break the armor. Maybe for 5 seconds. Okay, that helped a little bit. That got us a little bit of a boost. Alrighty. Next, let us switch over and try flame resin. Okay. Where are you, bud? Ooh, he did a lovely riposte right there. I can't get him to catch on fire. Was a good hit right there. Alright. I need to get behind him somewhere. Let's see. There we go. Get back to the basics and just do parry instead of dodging. Almost out of these healing potions. I think, like, I got a whole stash. Okay, come here. Oop, that was a little dangerous. Close. Okay, he healed up. It's fine. Let's get a food going so we can get passive healing. Come on, dude. Use your sword. Okay, good hits, good hits. And he's pinned, so use the heavy attack. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Ooh, missed that parry. Alright, we are going to restock up on healing potions here. Not those ones we'll use. I thought I had a stash of them. I'll probably just use them all. We'll use the normal quality ones. Oop, miss. Ow. Come on, get up, get up, get up. Back, back. Ooh, one hit. Ah. Alright, that was getting close. Let's see. Do you want to try it again? Let's see. What do I have that could make things easier? I have the skeleton army. I could make him into cheese, but I don't have the magic to do that quite yet. And yes, if you're curious, yes, I do have a spell that slowly turns the target into cheese called Rumpolt's Revenge, and it's hilarious. I want to be able to use it, but I can't quite use it yet. I summon a keeper. That requires a ton of mana. Requires less. I think the skeleton's probably better. Soul Savage. No, that doesn't help. Merlin's Thorns. Hailstone. I don't know. Those don't really. I don't really have any good options there because I'm not good at magic. Let's see. Well, we'll try that again. I just put on the wrong sword.
I'm more.
Probably just gonna die here because I put my thing on the wrong sword. You can one-shot this. Okay, not a big deal putting it on the wrong sword. We'll just switch the correct sword for now. Alright, let's see. Parry, post. Just like in my fencing days. Ah, I hit the wall. Okay, missing those parries. Alright, there though. Alright. Parry riposte is working. We're at a quarter of the way. Oh, he missed. Get a little hit on him right there. Man, alright. Let's try heavy attack right there. Halfway. I know he's going to use at least one healing potion. That was not a good idea. Two slashes. He's pinned because of the thorn. Mitigate it with a heavy attack as much as possible. Ah, man, this is getting a close fight here. Oof. At least we blocked it. But, so close. Okay, we're gonna try again and not have that complete mess up of a beginning. Yes, I'm still here. let's, alright. Rethinking how we're doing this. You can increase movement speed by 20%. Cause an explosion of light and blinding all targets. What if we take a look at these things that we got here? We can do life steal, which could help. Increase max health for a minute. That can help, but this is a long, drawn-out fight, so kind of helps, kind of not helps. What about? Okay, we'll start with that. And then we'll see what we got here. Massive pushing force bleeds the target on hit. Let's start with. Yeah, we're back. Let's fight. We'll step back, and we're gonna start by throwing Razor Splash. Okay, he's bleeding with 4 stacks. Now 5, 6. 7 stacks bleeding. 8 stacks bleeding. 9 stacks bleeding. 10. 11 stacks of bleeding. Parry, post, hit. Now this might be the way we need to do it. I just did quite a bit of damage to him. That's how we need to do it. Alright. Okay. We're out of the bleeder. Okay, we're gonna wait for him to use his heal. Oh, come on. Stamina, come on. There we go. Alrighty, we healed up a bit more, and I completely missed that parry once again. I'll take those roses. Okay, let's run to the middle. Alright, let's see. Bam, hit. Parry, post. If I keep close to him, he won't heal. I'm curious if that will work. No, that's gonna kill me. Man. Blocked instead of parried. And the block took out all the stamina. So close, so close. Alright. We know how to start it off, and I think if we stay next to him, he won't use his potion. Alright, we're going to start the same way. We are going to first add the Bleeder Rogue to the sword. Let's fight. And then we're going to immediately start by throwing that razor concoction at him. Which missed, apparently. Oh, I think I threw the wrong one. I threw the blinding one at him, which, to be fair, that's also going to help. There we go. Alright. Oh, man. Really? Okay. I was rushing things too much. Come on. I know I can do it. I know I can do it. I beat you once before in a previous game, so I know I can do it. What's Bloody Fairy? Causes Berserk. We'll keep that in mind. Okay.
That's you. I'm more.
Okay. Start off by a Razor Splash. Okay. Just need to do hits. And he did the block again, but thankfully we're alive. Okay, we're gonna just try again with the tactic. He's not attacking. Just make it really annoying to try to do that. Why is he blocking instead of parrying? I'm hitting parry. Curious. Alright. I know it's gonna be a little annoying and I keep doing this and I'm dying, but I'm getting super close every time. Except for the last two, but count on me trying to rush things.
I'm more.
Okay. 2 additional hits in. Throw it out. Oh, here. I went back down the wall. Oh, okay. I did it again. I'm parrying, but it's counting it as a block. What you doing? Meow. Come on. You're cheer me on. Meow. You're just watching. You cat, you. Big floof.
It's you. Welcome.
Alright. Pet you for good luck.
I'm more than happy to.
We got this, huh? Alright, back to parry riposte. If I can actually parry post. Okay, come on. Do your attack. Do your attack. Aim. Fire. Oh. What if we also throw? Let's see. Pardon me. The cat is attempting to jump on top of the computer over there. Come on. Come here, you. You say hi to everyone? Oh. Cat break. Alrighty. What you up to? What you up to? This is what you wanted. Oh. Alrighty. Alright. Let's see here. I do have a Thunder Call crystal. I don't think the banishing one will work, but I had that. Whoop! Cat! You fell backwards. You got too comfy. Alright. You gonna leave or are you gonna stay here? I think you're gonna stay, aren't you? No? Alright. Bye, you. Probably come back up here in a moment. Okay, what were we thinking of? Oh yeah, let's try you, because I haven't used one of these before. Yeah, that's kind of funny. Okay, let's do another one of you. Missed. I really don't like the controls for that. Alright. I don't have time to, but bleeding effect work. Ow. pressure on him so he won't use his healing potion. Rooted, so we step back for the stamina regen. It's almost gone. No, okay. Woo! We got him. Alright. Oh, meteorite throwing knives, nice. Honorary blade, a dual shield, a dual knight, complete armor set, and he is 100% pale. Alright, so we got ourselves a completely new armor set, new weapon, new shield, which we are not going to actually use the shield and the sword because it's one-handed. But let us go ahead and take a look at this. I like this because it kind of looks like a fencing helmet. Increases max stamina by 5. I actually do kind of like that. The dual knight armor, it is less armor. It does look pretty neat. I do like it. It's kind of cool. Dual knight trousers. Yeah, I mean, even if I don't, just, it's better than what I've got. For sure. And, okay, I got the... So, these boots have been fantastic, especially in that last fight. Let's see. And then the sword. Hold on, not that. Here we go. Is much better than what I'm using, at least damage wise, so I can switch to that. I like the parry blade, but to be honest, I don't actually use it for parrying. Alright, Abigor, it was real, man. But we are going to take a lovely photo here. Photo mode. Okay, we're gonna adjust the pose. Oh, I hit escape, not what I meant to hit. 12, 13, 12. Alright. Of course, how much heavier are we now? We're 11 pounds over. Alright, this gives us an optional dash. While this increases stamina regen by 25%, increases crit chance by 10. We are definitely switching over to that. The extra dash is nice, but we've gotten to the point where we don't need to use it anymore. head into town. My awesome little questing beast dude. Alright, once again, yeah, I'm inching my way back to town while being heavily overloaded. We're gonna drop off. I like the armor set we were using. It does actually give more armor, but I think I might upgrade this one to be similar. Mostly because that fight was good. For sure. I might sell the parrying sword. It's cool. I liked it. But I also could use the cash boost. It wasn't also necessarily a majorly unique weapon. So we'll start here. Yup. Sell. Parrying sword +1. And then, yeah, that dual shield is, yeah. It would be fantastic if I use the shield. Oh, let's go drop off all our unique stuff we just picked up. I may return to the armor set I was using. I did think it was neat. I just kind of like the look of this one better. Especially since the fight with Mallory for his armor set was great as well. If you haven't seen the short of that, it's on my YouTube channel. And it's on my Twitch channel as well. But I was able to get the execute and doing, I think, what's called a murder stroke on him. It was fantastic. Alright, we're gonna put... Now, I could also just give that away. I didn't know I had that. We'll drop that in. Armor. That one is cool. We'll drop you off, actually. So we'll get rid of that, get rid of that. I do have all my relics on here, though. Hold on. Let me, switch to those. There we go. And then we're gonna put in here those. I am actually gonna swap back to these boots because the ability on them is what I really like. I like being able to use the ability to emplace my enemies. Alright, now that we can move, we're gonna head back to the blacksmith, see if I can take off the relics off the
Sometimes it's nice to just...
armor set. Retrieve relic. And add a relic slot, add a relic slot. Bam. Bam. Attach. So, I don't think I ever actually attached these. Alright. I don't want that. That won't help us. So we could just do a straight up damage. And then I originally was planning on using the burning stone. Now that they're actually attached, yeah, that was a derp moment. Okay. Upgrade. We'll try to upgrade you. We have the meteorite aura. Cool. Now we have it, so that's the same as the one that we were just using. And can I reduce its weight? Cost one of those. Alright, now we 7.4, 7.5. So they're now roughly the same weight. They currently have the same armor. Cool. I'm going to deposit the old armor back in there. As I said, I do like it, especially the helmet. The helmet is really unique. I might switch back to the helmet. Let's see here. Yeah, we're sticking with that helmet and that armor. I do like the dual knight helmet. It is really cool. But yeah. I just like the effect it has, the straight up melee damage. It helps a lot. Alright, now that we're at 172, can I finally get rid of this ring of toughness? No, I cannot. Not yet. One day I'll be able to get rid of that thing and use another magic slot. Alright, we are going to save, and we... Am I going here? Nope, not there. Is it here? No. Where do I need to go? Let's go... I need to quote-unquote steal something. I mean, the whole quest line is trying to get Excalibur here. But we can't do it yet. Is there a quest thing in here, apparently? All the question marks were popping up.
Really? Usually people only come here when they've had too much to drink and decided that it'd be the last person who seemed to actually be interested in the museum with it.
We already did all that. Alright. So technically, requires guard key. No, we're supposed to steal something. I don't want to steal food. I have no idea if whatever you steal, if it will affect what you get. And in here, it's only like food and stuff. Cool. We'll head back to the crypt and see if that's good enough. Down we go. Nice and imposing now. I just realized there's no like, I haven't seen any like sabers in this game. I kind of would like to do like a saber based character. Oh, hello, drowners. Probably gonna get all the drowner tongues now that I don't need them anymore. Alright. Come on. There you go. Drowner heart. Yep, drowner tongue. Alright. We don't need to be down here. I just kind of used that to propel myself around, be a bit closer to the graveyard. We are gonna take care of this deer, though. Yeet! It's almost night, which I am fine with. I could use some more ethereal cobwebs. I mean, I have a couple of stashed, but... or a bunch stashed, actually. Blink. Alright, I have no idea what this questline is going to do. I've actually never done this one. So we'll see what giving her the stolen item will do. If I can remember how to get there. Here we go.
Well? Yes, this is exactly what I was looking for. A human doing my work. I can't take it. You've been just a great source of fun. All right, time for my part of the deal, I guess. Close your eyes, put on a serious face, like something very mystical, and done. Now you've got a bit of my power. Go into the... Oh, you must. Safe tracks.
I mean, a little boost of sneak's nice. I don't really use sneak that much in this. But quest is done. We got the XP for it. And where do we want to go from here? As I said, the weirdness is going to be coming, and there is the abandoned stronghold that we could just mess around with a tad, or just this group here. We'll try the yeet. Yeeting didn't work on him. I'll take all that.
My shield is a fortress.
Have a shield, my dude.
Your armor won't save you.
Probably not, but I can parry your arrows now. Okay. Well, that works too. Parsley. I can carry a little bit of stuff. The cell. Oh, feathers. I will take the feathers. I'll take the gladius. Alright, how much space? I can carry a little bit more. For selling. Take your longsword. Okay, now we're over. Inventory. Bag. How much? By 2. We'll drop those. Alright. Well, can't really carry anything else more loot, really. Just kind of what I was coming here for. So we can actually just use this and head back. He's still open, so we're gonna stop by here.
Please.
Get those bounties.
Do you keep...
Alright. We'll go in here. Alright, now I promise we're going to give the axe. See if giving the axe actually was a good choice. After I sell everything that I just collected to the blacksmith. I also miss the ability from version 0.7 to recycle items. But I know why they took that out. Alright, we are going to sell that. And we're going to sell that, that, and that. And those. Because I don't use throwing knives. Alright, that clears out some stuff. For funsies, back to here. Handicrafting! Now, yes, I can do the whole entire flayed drowner gloves, but I don't have enough tongues, actually. Could remake those. The thunder calls were fun. Those still won't do anything. Man, I just need to increase my skill a lot. I don't have a lot of iron left either. I don't have a lot of copper left either, but what we'll do is we'll make as many copper knives as we can, which does increase that. And we'll make 2 axes. And that's as much as we can do, so we're going to sell what you just made. Cool, that brings things down. We actually can convert these to leather as well. And I can sell from stash, actually. I don't know if I want to or need to, but I can. There's my thorn helmet. I liked my thorn helmet. It was a great helmet. Okay, let's see. Pretty much it's just all my stuff that I've been collecting the entire game. Okay. I need to get rid of a lot of stuff here. These do weigh something, so let's just sell a bunch of those. That gives me some money and reduce a bit of weight. And yes, I said I would do it, so I finally will go do it. I have to be safe. What's that, my dude?
An axe? And you're sure they... It looks solid enough. Good craftsmanship. I'll give them that. And what's this? I'll accept it, but cautiously. It seems like a nice gesture.
Alright, we did act of kindness. Alright, I should report reaction to Vron. Alright. Aogen. What? I don't know who his... I don't remember who his friend is. Okay, there's still 2 question marks up there, so... We'll attempt to check that out. I really wish I knew where they were on, like, the actual map. They definitely, one leads into there. And they just moved. Huh, I don't know. I'm not sure what they stand for, and I don't know what they are supposed to be. Maybe it's the barracks here? He's asleep. No idea what that's supposed to do or mean. Here's the cat again. We'll pet our little dude. Okay. Now what indeed? We'll head back to the Dalriata. We'll do so by doing that. Going here. Now they do have a smith.
So, did you get what you... Oh, weird place, this. Back in the Forlorn Swords, we did maybe a picked or two every so often, but they're a different kind of strange.
What are you doing?
Guess I'll have to get used to it.
Hey.
Aye, I do. It's home. See you around.
Goodbye, Maven.
Nothing ever happens.
Alright, you're not the smith. Where's the smith? Or are you the smith? I have no idea. Is he the smith?
Our leader, and soon the leader of all the Dalriata. He doesn't piss about trying to... He will unite... Right now, most of them have their heads. It's said to watch how they stay in their honor. It'd be best if Darvhaner backed One Eye. Then most of... The leader of the Stone Wardens. Do you know anything? Yes, the Stone Wardens. Masters of working with weird stone and weird steel. As you can guess, I'm one of them. Or at least, you'll find Dalriata... Astray! From outside the tribe, you've got to know how to work with ancient magical material. And to even get that far, you need to become a friend of the tribes. But hey, if you manage it, I'll forge you a nice brooch so you can visit Darvhaner without getting an axe. Do you have any idea how weird stone and weird steel are shaped? You've got to strike the stone or metal in a way that makes them sing. Learning that takes years, and it's one of the most matter, old me, because I'm about to lose it. You want to try? Fine. Here's the guide, a piece of weird stone. Go ahead, try to sing a simple relic out of it.
Not with our skill level. Alright, rough hewn relic, which increases melee damage by 10%, which is actually better than the relic I'm using now. Can I add more of that? Nah. Craft. Hey, buddy.
Damn. How did you do that? Did someone teach you how to shape weird stone? Oh, or do you have $4 blood in you or something? I mean, sure, the craftsmanship is rough and there's a lot that could be improved, but damn, I've got to admit, I didn't expect you to pull it off. Didn't think it was possible without learning the Dalriata rituals. If you really want to join the Stone Wardens, I've got good news and bad news.
Give me the bad news.
The bad news is that even though I could recommend you, since I joined up with what, you'd need to find someone in the Forlorn Swords who can teach you more about the $4 song. Unless you talk to him, mention my name. He should help you get in. Not everyone in the tribes knows how, but yeah, most of the people who know the songs of the Four Dwellers are probably... Hell, we've been living in these mountains for centuries, and the Thoods will tell you it's because they connected with the ancient magic of those
materials or other some nonsense. I bet it was the old friends who first figured it out. Just kept hammering at that damn weird steel until they finally made it work. A friend. And probably a better blacksmith and stonemason than I am. But if he didn't join up with One Eye, because he's never cared about anything but...
Alright, let's take a look at his shop. Ooh, I do like that. And that. Yeah, we'll buy that. And that. I like how their equipment is all like dented and damaged. I can sell the dented knight helm. Or buy a dented knight helm. Kind of makes me laugh a little bit. Alright, we are going to head to this grindstone and look at the relics. Eclipse shard. We're going to swap these out. I actually prefer bleed. Increase physical damage. We're going to retrieve that relic. Increase melee damage by 10% and attach. Nice. Okay. We still can't talk to him. I kind of want to craft his helmet though.
Shit! Did you already give... I just caught that idiot bragging about he'd decided to add an... Apparently it says bleed of the cowardly dog. Damn it, well. What's done is done. We'll just have to make sure the... You head to the temple. I need to figure out what to tell One Eye.
Figured. But we can now advance. Why would it be stealing from one of the bushes? No idea why. Cannons. Yep, that is preventing us from hitting there. For sure. Let's head around here. Alrighty, and this is where I'm going to end it. So that way, next time, we are going to be at a spot where we can do a lot of actual, plot shenanigans. At least start there. Well, I hope you all enjoyed the stream. I had fun. I know it took me a while to take care of that one dude. But hey, at least we got him. We got the armor and his equipment and all that good stuff. Be sure to give me a follow here, and I do upload all my videos to YouTube, and I am hoping and planning on returning to my Space Engineers series. Hopefully I can get my old save game located on my old computer, upload it to the cloud, that way I can continue on my new computer. Anyway, take care, and have a good one.